a lot of clients of ours have been thinking and contemplating whether or how to file those beneficial ownership information statements that are being required of all LLCs and corporations filed with the Secretary of State, and then they're required to be filed this year. And those were being filed with the intention of allowing the federal government or the Treasury Department to determine who are the beneficial owners of these entities. As my clients and you are aware, you never report who the owner of an entity is when you file with the state. What you report is who's the board of directors, who has the authority to go ahead and make decisions on behalf of that corporation, which are the officers or perhaps the manager if it's an LLC. And some of you may be aware that there was a court case that was held in the Northern District of Alabama. The case was National Small Business United versus Yellen. The National Small Business United won a declaratory judgment against the Treasury Department stating that it was unconstitutional for the federal government to require LLCs and corporations to report such information to the federal government. What does that mean to you? FinCEN, who is the agency that's in charge of this monitoring for money laundering and looking for suspicious persons, was quick to limit that decision or try to limit the decision, in which case they put a posting on their website, and I just wanted to make sure that you knew about this, that says that FinCEN is complying with the court's order and will continue to comply with the court's order as long as it remains in effect. But they limited the court's order to the actual plaintiffs in that case, meaning that it's not going to be given broad effect to the rest of us who are not members of that organization, or if we're not actually Isaac Winkles, who is one of the plaintiffs. To the extent that you are a member of the National Small Business Association as of March 1st, 2024, you will not be required to make your BOI reportings this year. The Department of Treasury has filed an appeal as of March 11th to take it up for a higher ruling to determine whether or not the federal government is allowed to comply with Congress's act to require businesses to report this information. In closing, simply stated, if you're not a member of that class of plaintiffs, which was the National Small Business Association, if you don't have a membership to that organization, at this time, FinCEN is considering the ruling to be limited to the plaintiffs involved, and you would technically still be obligated to make your reporting. So stay tuned for more developments on that, but just wanted to give you an update in case you'd heard of the case, you didn't want to do it, and thought that you may be included as someone who's exempt.